These are the branches on the left. And then on the bottom we have roots. On the right, from top to bottom, we have vision, spiritual, quote, transmission, trans-mission, that is. Who else? For whom? Directly in the middle of the two triangles we have identity, who. We have mission. Below that we have beliefs and values, why. In bold, permission, motivation. Below that, capabilities, how, direction. Below that, behavior, what, and actions. Below that, environment, where, when, constraints. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In summary, modeling may involve exploring the interactions of a number of different levels of experience, including spiritual. A. Who I am. B. My belief system. C. My capabilities. D. What I do. E. My environment. And all these link to the second column called vision and purpose. A. Who I am links to my identity. B. My belief system links to my values and expectations. C. My capabilities link to my states and my strategies. D. What I do links to my specific behaviors. E. My environment links to my external context. And the third column says who I am also links to my mission. My belief system also links to the permission I give myself. My capabilities link to my direction. What I do links to the actions that I take. And my environment links to my reactions. Environment determines the external opportunities or constraints to which a person must react. It involves the where and when of a particular skill or ability. Behaviors are the specific actions or reactions made by a person within the environment. It involves the what of a particular skill or ability. Capabilities guide and give direction to behavioral actions through a mental map, plan or strategy. It involves the how of a particular skill or ability. Beliefs and values provide the reinforcement, motivation, and permission that supports or inhibits capabilities. It involves the why of a particular skill or ability. Identity relates to a person's role, mission, and or sense of self. It involves the who of a particular skill or ability. Spiritual relates to the larger system of which one is a part. It involves the who else or for whom of a particular skill or ability. What would happen if I just pointed all to my left in this pose? Modeling capabilities. The focus of most NLP modeling processes is at the level of capabilities, the how-to level. Capabilities connect beliefs and values to specific behaviors. Without the how, knowing what one is supposed to do and even why to do it is largely ineffective. Capabilities and skills provide the links and leverage to manifest our vision, identity, values, and beliefs as actions in a particular environment. The fact that NLP modeling procedures tend to focus on capabilities, by the way, does not mean that they only consider that level of information. Often an entire gestalt of beliefs, values, sense of self, and specific behaviors are essential to produce the desired capability. NLP maintains that by focusing on developing capabilities, the most practical and useful combinations of deep structure and surface structure will be produced. I'm going to stop pointing my finger now. It is important to keep... I'm going to flail my hand out instead like an Eggman or a cartoon character. It is important to keep in mind that capabilities are a deeper structure than specific tasks or procedures. Procedures are typically a sequence of actions or steps that lead to the accomplishment of a particular task. Skills and capabilities, however, are frequently non-linear in their application. A particular skill or capability, such as the ability to think creatively or communicate effectively, may serve as a support for many different kinds of tasks, situations, and contexts. Capabilities must be able to be randomly assessed, in that the individual must be able to immediately call upon different skills at different times in a particular task, situation, or context. Instead of a linear sequence of steps, skills are thus organized around the tote, a feedback loop between goals and the choice of means used to accomplish those goals, and the evidence used to assess progress towards the goals. The tote. Minimum requirements for modeling effective skills and behaviors. The pursuance of future ends and the choice of means for their attainment are the mark and criterion for the presence of mentality in a phenomenon. William James, Principles of Psychology. The essential modeling framework employed by NLP is that of the goal-oriented feedback loop described by the totes. Miller, Galanta, and Pribram 1960. The letters TOTE stand for test, operate, test, exit. The TOTE concept maintains that all mental and behavioral programs revolve around having a fixed goal and the variable means to achieve that goal. This model indicates that as we think, we set goals in our mind, consciously or unconsciously, and develop a test for when that goal has been achieved. If that goal is not achieved, we operate to change something or do something to get closer to that goal. When our test criteria have been satisfied, or we then exit onto the next step. So the function of any particular part of a behavioral program could be to T, test information from the senses in order to check progress towards a goal, or to operate to change some part of the ongoing experience so that it can satisfy the T test, and E exit onto the next part of the program. A test in capital text. For effective leadership, for example, might be that a particular project is profitable. If the project is not profitable enough, the leader will need to operate, in caps, operate, or go through procedures to attempt to make the project more profitable or to come up with a more appropriate project. Often there are different ways to test for something like profitability, based on different maps and assumptions about what it means to be profitable. For instance, profitability may be determined on the basis of This works too well. This body language worked too well. Phew. Get it. Heels. I'm going with sexy again. I'm going with sexy voice again. After I drink. This is now like a 20th full. Physical possession of cash or other assets. B. Comparisons made to other projects. C. What is seen as being the longer-term benefits of the project. D. Additional opportunities generated